It was 76 when I was born, and I wasn't lucky. My parents separated, and my life changed forever. It was a beautiful place. We had a lot of animals. My best friend were goats. I loved them, the little ones. And this was my family, kind of. When I was about 9 years old, I ran away from my papa, and I was going to look for my mother because I had never seen her. And this time there was a civil war in my country. If you are separated from your parents, there is nowhere else you could go. So usually the option is either you become a little child house girl, or the modern slaves we hear today, you become a child soldier. These are the options, or you live on the streets. And that's how I ended up becoming a child soldier. And I became a child soldier, and there was no way back, because you are marked. Now you are a soldier. You are owned by somebody. You take somebody's orders. That means that became your home. I experienced things that a person in Europe, or some people, even they live for 500 years, they will never get to experience. You see a lot of things, a lot of terrible things happens to you. You do terrible things trying to survive. It is a perfect soldier because the kid can be very loyal to you. They don't ask many questions. They learn so quick, incredible. The kid could open a gun and put it back together within. They want to impress their leaders. And they are scared of being called cowards, the kids. They want to be cool. And I think being a child in the middle of military people, in the middle of death, in the middle of chaotics, in the middle of move, the child usually needs to be touched once in a while, or to hear, I love you. The child needs to rely on somebody. And at the end, this child will rely on the gun, because the gun becomes the father, the mother, the protector. Sometimes you are injured and you are alone. You have no parents there to take care of you. You have to figure out everything alone. These are the moments, somehow deep, you wish I wish I had a home, or I wish I could cry. But you should not cry, because it's not cool to cry. Because it's a very hard world. What happens there? What is done there? When you're a kid, they make you to hate some people, some enemies. And when you do it, probably you are happy, because someone will say, oh, congratulations. But it's not a world for children. When you go through such a life, you learn a lot about life. Incredible, a lot that no one will ever learn from a book. And this is what have happened to me. I've learned from my past. I always say, you are your own mother, your own grandmother, your grandfather, your father. And this, you learn a lot. I think democracy is necessary for everybody, because you have many choices in life. And without democracy, like today, some people in Africa or in Asia who never had democracy, they still think that their president is God, is kind of a God. Everyone, I think, who wants to be a dictator creates this image of him which makes him different from the rest of the people. My leader had a special stick with different color. No one else could have had this stick. And this made him distinguished from the rest. And you really looked at him with different eyes, like maybe the same eyes you would use for God. Without democracy, that means you are so frightened. You will never be honest when someone asks you, do you love your president? When actually the answer is no, you will say yes, because you are scared that the soldiers will come and kill you. Democracy is needed for people to be free. In Denmark, you can say anything you want to the prime minister. Yeah? And this is good for people. In Denmark, I think we become honest more, because there is no anything of fear because of democracy. It's incredible to live without fear. Imagine. I think, in my opinion, every day we should be the happiest people. We should really smile and say thank you to whatever thing we say thank you to. My fear is gone.